How are Richmond going to cover what's missing? Nankervis,
yeah.
Soldo, Lynch added to the woes that they've got.
Yeah, well,
That's the risk with them right now. They've gone from a team on the tear that I could see after the Geelong game. I was convinced they would pick their way through and be something. Their risk is if they drop one of these games that you imagine that they would win, and personnel plays a big role on that, they could fall out entirely.
yeah. And Chris Scott, I think, puts this perfectly. You've got to risk missing the lot to risk being good enough to win the lot. And if you fall short somewhere in between, well, as a coaching panel and a footy club, I think you wear that. And given what they've done, they've got enormous credits in the bank and we've got enormous belief in them. But you're right. The worry is that they're getting so much out of so few. I'm not sure what more Shea Bolton could be doing at the moment to ensure they get over the line. Prestia comes back in, does what he does. He's a clearance beast and he was very good. Rioli, whether he's half back or leaking further up the field to be a scoreboard impactor now, he's one of the form half backs in the comp right now. So they're getting maximum out of say 4 or 5 players. They just are waiting for some of those senior core troops to come back. If Lynch is obviously going to miss 2 or 3. You've got Cochin. I'm not sure when he's back. You've got Dustin Martin. I mean, Dusty out there. It just changes everything. So I think the gaps are so small this year. We were just talking at the back with Ross, and I think he made a very good point. We don't have a great team this year. We've got half a dozen very good teams, and we're 6-7 weeks out from the pointy end, and we've got no idea how they're going to hit the line and what the grid positions are for the finals. Because as soon as we put a line through round 23, it all starts again.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter what you've done in the lead up from that point forward.
But your position on the grid is going to mean the world.
But not if you know it's 5 to 8 now. Not if you know it's already 5 to 8. So at best for Richmond, it's 5 to 8 after the weekend for me. So they know that. So all their decisions now, I think, become a little bit easier. Okay, that's where we're going to be. Let's charge everything towards first week finals. And if it means Lynch misses an extra week or Dusty or Cochin, well, so be it. And if we risk missing out, if we finish 9th and don't get there, well, we couldn't win it unless we made these decisions anyway. So there's some bravery in your planning now, and more than probably what you do in game, because you can't play one a week early now, because these injuries in the last month of the season are terminal. You're in real trouble if you lose one for 4 weeks at round 18.